Hello everyone, my name is Drake.
And my name's Ronnie, and today we're going to discuss WiFiRanger's latest addition to their product line,
the Converge Denali. So let's go over what's in the box. There are the instructions, the rooftop mounted antenna and cord,
AC and DC power supply cables, internal router, and vehicle identification sticker. So that's what's in the box. Now we're going to install this on our Airstream.
and we're going to show you how.
So we brought everything inside the shop so we can show you what's needed to do the install and to do our prep work. So here are the tools needed to do the install.
A screwdriver, a knife, a side cutter, a tape measure, a drill bit, and a drill.
You'll need a caulk gun and some self-leveling caulk, some VHB tape, zip ties, gum backs, a liquid type strain relief, denatured alcohol, a paper towel, and the rooftop antenna. So we're going to mount our antenna to the roof of our Airstream using VHB tape and self-leveling caulk. But we'll need to do some prep work first by adding the VHB to the bottom of the antenna. So we're going to do that now. We'll start off by cleaning the bottom of the antenna with some denatured alcohol. And then, Drake, I'm going to get you to hold that antenna just like that for me. Okay everybody, so we got the VHB tape on the bottom of the antenna, and I'll show you what that looks like. We trimmed around the edges to match. This VHB tape will be the primary bond for the antenna to the roof, and then what we'll do is we will go over the top of it and around the edges with the self-leveling sealer, and that will protect the VHB tape from weather and also help bond the antenna to the roof. So we have a rooftop combiner box, and the access from the roof point to the inside of the trailer comes in through the microwave compartment. So we're going to simply remove the microwave now so that we can gain access. Okay, so now that we got the microwave removed, I'll show you our access point is here. This will lead to a rooftop combiner box where our solar comes in. So we're simply going to run our network cable and power cable for the rooftop antenna through this access. So it's okay to walk on the roof of an Airstream as long as you put your weight in the locations where the rivets are. But it's also okay to put a piece of plywood on the roof to kind of help disperse the weight. So the first thing to do would be establish a mounting location for the antenna, and in interest of time we already pre-established it. Basically what we did was took the measuring tape and measured the cross section of the trailer, finding the center, and then we measured halfway between the Fantastic Fan and the air conditioner, finding the center of that location. That gives adequate clearance around the antenna to prevent any kind of interference or anything. So we've got it marked with a Sharpie here, as you can see. So these will be our guidelines for when we mount the antenna. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel the adhesive protection off the back of the VHB tape. And I'll simply do that by using a pocket knife. Okay. So that's what the bottom of the antenna looks like now. So we've got our location marked for mounting the antenna. We removed the adhesive protection from the VHB tape, and we've cleaned the surface of the roof with denatured alcohol. Now we're going to install the antenna to the roof of the Airstream. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to route the data cable and the power cable in a neat fashion along the roof and bring it over here to the combiner box. It will be secured to the roof with these zip tie gumbacks, so we'll get that done. So this is our rooftop combiner box, and earlier in the video you saw the microwave being removed that showed access to the inside of the trailer. So this is our data and power cables. We're going to drill a hole in the side of this combiner box, placing this liquid tight strain relief in, and threading the cable into the inside of the trailer. So we're going to do that now. So this is the end of the cable that we're going to thread through the liquid tight strain relief. The Cat 5 connector will fit through the hole, but the DC power supply plug will not. So we're going to simply remove it, and then once it's inside the trailer we'll reattach it. It's marked positive and negative, so we'll just take a small screwdriver and turn these lugs to open it up and remove the wires, and they're marked red for positive and black for negative. So now we'll thread these cables through the strain relief. Now, so that we've got the cable inside, we're going to simply reattach the DC power supply plug. Slides in under these lugs here. Do one side at a time. Red for positive, black for negative. One of the benefits WiFiRanger has done is all of these things used to be power over the Ethernet cable, but now they've added an additional power cable, and what that does is it allows for larger power wires going to the roof, which will be able to power more devices more reliably, such as AM/FM antennas, TV antennas, boosters, those type things. So the addition of the power cable gives them the ability to put more reliable power on the roof. Okay, now the primary bond for the antenna on the roof is the VHB tape that we applied earlier. But now what we're going to do is we're going to seal this area with the self-leveling roof sealant, allowing it to go inside each one of these holes. Now these holes are provided for screws, but because we're mounting in an aluminum roof on an Airstream, we don't want to punch a bunch of holes inside the roof. The VHB will provide a perfectly strong bond to this aluminum structure, So we're simply going to use the die core to assist in the adhesion of the antenna to the roof and also seal it and make sure that it's weather resistant. And that's it. The antenna's mounted.
Now that we got the rooftop antenna mounted, it's time to install the internal router. The system is powered by 12 volts. This is where we tie it in. We chose to mount our router behind the TV with Velcro. This is where we mounted our router. We just needed to make sure we have clearance for the TV bracket. Because the rooftop mounted antenna and the internal router both need power, WiFiRanger supplied this splitter. Now that everything's hooked up, now we can turn on the power. For setup, what you're going to need is a computer or any other wireless device and the quick start guide.
What you're going to want to do after you get your system all powered up is wirelessly connect to your router. It'll be listed under your wireless connections. And the password will be change me now, followed by the 4-digit number located on the router identification. Once you've connected to it wirelessly, it'll list with a check mark beside it. Then you're going to want to go to Safari or your web browser and visit myWiFiRanger.com, and that'll take you to the home page for your router. And then you'll also be able to pick between your internal router and your external antenna, and then connect to the various wireless networks that are available. Here you can see I'm going to switch to the Denali outside antenna and scan. Shows 18 wireless networks available, and we're going to connect to one. See on the middle here it shows connecting, and then under connecting where it says using WFR control, that's just letting you know it's using the outside antenna. Once you have the green highlighted area over the name, Denali or Spruce, either one, that lets you know that it's connected. See, now it shows green over Denali, and there's green over this Netgear 95, which means I'm connected to that network. And the Spruce, the same thing. I've connected via the inside network router to this Netgear.